Welcome to Planit Butter, my planet, my world, where I hopefully inspire you to take fun seriously. Take fun seriously by being Intucentric, becoming a new breed of human potential. Each week, we explore new ways of applying Planit Butter's critical and creative thinking lens to modern society. Every episode is designed to provoke consciousness through entertaining perspectives and applied philosophy of Intucentricism. Say it with me. Intucentricism. Intucentricism. Leading a new breed of human potential. I'm Jordan Alexandra Blizzard Planit. This is from my planet to yours. I decided to turn it up a notch and tell you all 4 of my names. Maybe we'll have 5 soon. I might just make up a name, you know? When I started the show, I went with just Blizzard Planit, for anybody new here, for fun, because I was born in a record-breaking blizzard, and my dad always wanted Blizzard to be my first name, and my mom didn't, so they compromised on Blizzard being one of my middle names. And in the spirit of the wildness and playfulness of Planit Butter, I thought it would be awesome, and it was, and is, to use Blizzard as my first name, and for voiceover, my voice acting. So we do that. But then with time, my love for my name, Jordan, was like, hey, what about me? And now, with some more time, my other middle name, Alexandra, was like, hey, what about me? So here we are, dropping all 4 names for episode 93. Jordan, Alexandra, Blizzard, Planit. Whew. Thanks for joining me in our 93rd episode, where we will continue to relate Planit Butter's philosophy to Earth's current society with my latest concept of evolutionary staging. As always, email me any questions you have about your world or Planit Butter's life approach. myplanettoyours@gmail.com. myplanettoyours@gmail.com. I do feel called to give a little shout out to the Doha top style #1 making a reappearance. It's a little poncho. It's cropped. Super cute. Square neck. Little loop-de-doop-de thingamajig right here. If anybody is interested in this style, let me know. All right. So, guys, I also need to note that I am absolutely exhausted. I was up till 4:04 a.m. specifically working on Planit Butter. I had this crazy energetic wave just come over me, as it does. And I would not typically record the podcast on a day like today because I'm exhausted. But I got a haircut, and it happened to align with the universe being like, record the show. So I'm like, okay, here we go. So bear with me. I am exhausted. My brain is not peak right now, but we have to do what's in alignment, which is apparently record the podcast, which I'm very excited about because that means there's certain space cleared for next week, because I'm recording. It's Friday, guys, like the week prior, which I do not record. Like, I just released an episode yesterday and recorded only 2 days ago. I know it's all very close together, but that's the way Planit Butter flows. So anyway, this is kind of wild, honestly, to be recording right now, and I am tired, and I just came up with this concept. I came up with this concept of evolutionary staging while I was traveling recently to, where were we? I think I started to come up with the concept in Spain, and then I don't know, I kind of dropped it, but kept it because I was like, I'm going to come back to this. And then it popped back up for me the other day, and then I started rolling with it more, and I'm like, damn, okay, we got to share this. So here we are, evolutionary staging. Let's get into it. So, well, actually, one more thing. Remember at the end of episode 92, I shared this little line I came up with. Everything is nothing we can imagine and always obvious in retrospect. Hang on to that. I'm sure you can relate. Okay, so evolutionary staging is the choreography of evolutionary response to what we've committed our timeline to. And I intentionally say timeline on Planit Butter, similarly to our life, because Planit Butter's philosophy of Intucentricism is essentially, it's all about the individual's timeline. Because we're all on this earth for our own set amount of time, our own pacing, our own flow, our own alignment. So there's something to me about the phrase and the framing of timeline that kind of hopefully delivers that concept a bit. It's a timeline. It's not time in the societally constructed sense of a clock or the day even. It's like the individual's alignment, an individual's flow, an individual's pacing. So the evolutionary staging is what we've committed our timeline to. It's the response of what we've committed our timeline to. Our compounded actions combined with focused Intucentric presence creates the conditions for ideal evolutionary staging. So the evolutionary staging is happening whether we know it or not. I'm just conceptualizing it as this staging because when we are being Intucentric, we have this awareness and participation in such a way that I've now found for myself in my way of leading this Intucentric way of being. I've become, there's such an appreciation that I have for viewing my life as a staging, because my level of awareness by practicing being Intucentric in all of the ways that I perpetually share with you is so fascinating to me and so specific that when I tap into this idea of staging, I see everything that crosses my path genuinely as a little checkpoint, as a little cue for my timing, as a little nudge, as a little whatever it is in that moment, but it's up to me to decipher it because it's a dance. That's the choreography, right? So it is this investing our attention and the active participation of being Intucentric through our methods of so many things. We'll start with the basics. 3 core methods: boundaries, confidence, alignment, self-friendship, the daily practice of embracing, understanding, and enjoying ourselves, becoming best friends with ourselves. And all of these are ever present and interconnected. So you're going to hear me say all of these things in ways that are varying, connected, isolated, and expanded. Planit Butter is an ecosystem. The philosophy is multidimensional. Stick with me. I will keep showing you how. So, tying it back in here, evolutionary staging. So, the gecko's going crazy. I love when it does that. And there's a butterfly on the window. We're doing great. Thanks for see, those are uni signs, okay? Keep sticking with me. So, being Intucentric is the becoming of a new breed of human potential. It's the active awareness of our co-creation with the universe. It's taking personal responsibility and observing our inner and external world while responding to it in the way we wish we would and therefore can. If you wish something, you dream something, you desire something, you literally can do it. So, when we apply this to our day-to-day, moment-to-moment little baby things, we slowly compound into our ideal self. So the more Intucentric we are, the more aware we become of this precision of our individual timeline, our alignment. And again, this experience of this evolutionary staging is perpetual, moment to moment. So this framework is just a way to hopefully understand that active awareness of our decision to mindfully participate in our lives. Again, again, and again, and again, and again. Being Intucentric is the practice of equal parts observing and participating in our lives. Awareness, reflection, personal responsibility. Awareness, reflection, personal responsibility. Personal responsibility through Planit Butter's lens is the willingness to do more, do less, and pivot what we can control. The evolutionary staging is essentially the universe responding to us as we respond to the universe. And it's so interesting because it becomes this magically, quote unquote, controlled unfolding of our desired life, creating the internal and external circumstances for the maximum ability to receive our desired life. And this is where it gets a little dense. So I say controlled in quotes, obviously, because, of course, the only thing we are in control of is ourselves. And in the spirit of co-creation, there's some magic with the universe that is way too precise to ignore. When you really pay attention and you tap into your alignment and you consistently stay in alignment, the synchronicities, everyone can relate to synchronicities on some level, but when you're like constant, like synchronicity just is, like it just is. It's not a surprise. It's not like, it's not any, it just is. Synchronicity is as aware as you are. I think I just came up with that. Because synchronicity is, it just is. So the more aware of the synchronicities that we are, then the type of synchronicity that you are experiencing and your interpretation of the synchronicity, and whether you like the synchronicity or not, and your decision to either repeat this synchronicity or show up differently would be becoming Intucentric. Cool. I like that one. Let me know if you guys do. So this staging invites us to essentially calibrate ourselves, meaning emotionally regulate ourselves and self-reflect, which it's all, again, everything is all encompassing and interconnected within this giant ecosystem of Planit Butter and this the concept, the philosophy, all of it, which is why hopefully just something resonates with you and then you can keep navigating through it as you begin and likely continue to reflect on your world, show up in the way that actually resonates with you and blah, 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 blah. Yeah? So when we do emotionally regulate ourselves to achieve the circumstances to actively and tangibly receive in the way that we deeply desire, that's the invitation. So it's like, it's always available to us. Perpetually practicing these methods of asking ourselves. So again, the core methods: boundaries, confidence, alignment. So with in any and every situation, you can ask yourself, what are my boundaries in this situation? Does this situation cross my boundaries? Respect your boundaries. Boom. When we respect, I love when I say boom. When we respect our boundaries, we naturally show up more confidently because you are creating a safe space within yourself. Yourself is feeling like you feel like you trust yourself because your boundaries are being respected. And that confidence creates alignment, because when you're respecting your boundaries, you feel more confident, which sustains or reconnects your alignment. Those are the 3 core methods. Those are the most fundamental aspects to becoming Intucentric. Okay? And matching that with your dream life becomes the opportunity to achieve that dream life, achieve the circumstances to achieve the dream life. And it's up to you to continue to take that personal responsibility. Be willing to do more, do less, and pivot what you can control. And then watch the magic unfold. So we have to deliberately respond to everything, and I mean everything, in our individual world the way our ideal self would. And the way we know what our ideal self would do is by clarifying those boundaries. So also, for anybody new here, to remind you, or wait, if that doesn't make sense, if you're new here, I'm not reminding you. Hi, nice to meet you. So if you are new here, I perpetually share and relate and apply and exemplify and express all of these concepts of the 3 core methods and self-friendship and the Planit Butter jet ring of consciousness and all of these perspective dances, as I call it. All these things are laid out for you in literally countless ways in every single episode, every single article I write, both books. I have a coffee table book that's already available, and then there's about to be, well, I don't want to say about, the surprise release, the aligned release of the latest book, Intucentric. Everything is perpetually applicable to literally every aspect of our lives. So that's why everything that Planit Butter offers is this ecosystem, is this archive of everything you need when you're meant to receive it and observe it and consume it and internalize it and apply it to your world to whatever degree feels best to you. But it's always available for you. Truly, I say that with all the love in the world. And I'm gonna happy cry. Because I think it's really magical. Like I really hope that you guys I just hope you have fun on Planit Butter and then bring that fun back to your world. I happy cry a lot too. Okay, if you're new here. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap up this little concept of sorts. Again, I'm just scratching the surface of this concept, like of conceptualizing it. It's something that I've been brewing for a while in other ways. It's almost like I've intellectualized it in different ways for myself. And now I've kind of just begun to conceptualize it as I do in attempt to communicate in yet another way, being Intucentric for you guys to consider. And yeah, I'm curious what you guys think, if this gives you a point of reference for the way to think about your circumstances in a way that is almost like a game. Like, I know a lot of people say, like, life is a game. I don't think life is a game. Life is not a game. I think society is a game. Life is not a game. Society is a game. Life is just like literally love and magic. Society, that's the game. And it's not easy, as we say, but we can choose to make it fun. So, the repetitions of our deliberate Intucentric actions compound into results of our most ideal life. And that's when the cool stuff happens that we've been showing up for. And it's affirmed to us by this staging and our response to it. It's magic. Magic is the term we use on Planit Butter to acknowledge the entirely possible, yet incomprehensible ways of our co-creations with the universe. It's really cool. I'm going to happy cry again. Something's happening. I've been saying this for so long because the staging. And when I'm in these fragile states after pulling all-nighters for Planit Butter, with Planit Butter, I have like my intuition's already like wild. Like I'm really connected to it, but when I'm in these states, it's like I could just energetically feel like there's so much like I can feel the waves of whatever's coming, and I'm really excited. Really excited. And it's especially, like I said, I don't know why I'm supposed to record this podcast today, but I know I am. So I did. And again, I don't want to be recording right now. And my podcast is my favorite thing. It's not like I don't like I'm obviously still happily recording right now. Like so happy. I think it's really cool that I'm recording right now. But from like a superficial, like I just want to go get a massage. I'm tired. I want to go to the beach. I want to watch sunset. I'm like, "Ugh." But when Planit Butter, like alignment is alignment is alignment. Like, like it's not about what I freaking want. It's about my, it's about, it's not about me. It's not about me. That's the point. It's for me. It's not about me. It's in the best interest of all. Literally the whole fucking point of Planit Butter. For you to consider me to embody. I'll keep leading the way. I am gonna go get a massage and go to sunset. It's aligned. So crazy. I don't know. I'll keep you guys like I'll tell you guys what I don't know. There's a big reason for this right now, and I'm really excited. Okay. I will keep working through this concept. I hope you found something valuable. If you have questions about applying it or anything else that I've said or about your world or whatever, ever, like anything, I literally get so excited when you guys email me. So, which is rare so far. So, it's myplanettoyours@gmail.com. myplanettoyours@gmail.com. We did it again. Episode 93. Email me. I said that already. I gotta go. Thanks for visiting Planit Butter, my world, made of peanut butter, where I hopefully inspire you to take fun seriously by being Intucentric. Stick with me. I'll keep showing you how. It's not easy, but we can choose to make it fun. From my planet to yours. Jordan, Alexandra, Blizzard, Planet. See you Thursday.